Hey guys, I'm Sydney, and here is a tutorial on how to get into crow pose. So I'll offer you some tips on how to warm up for it, how to prepare, what you can do to get into the shape. First, let's start with some warm-ups for the wrists. So begin to circle the wrists, the hands are in fists. It's going in one direction, getting out all those cracks. Go the other way, spin it inward. And let's flick the wrist going forward. Flick, flick, flick. Really extend the fingers as wide as you can go. Now reach your arms out in front of you, point the fingers going down, 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 down. Let's bring them going up, up, up. Now clasping your hands together, begin to spin them out here, other way, twisting. Now flip the fingers, extend them to sky, lengthen, draw the ribs in. Lean side to side, might as well. Keep stretching those fingers, bringing it down. Inhale up. And exhale, let go. Two more, inhale up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Spreading the fingers as wide as they can, cactus arms, and bring it in. Inhale, open, cactus spread, and exhale. Two more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now bringing your hands into fists, take the knuckles all the way in together. Now pressing down, take the back of your palms down to your mat. Pressing the hands down, you're gonna lift your heart up, away. Feeling that in the forearms as well as the wrists. Keep holding. And gently release. Next, let's come into our tabletop position. So spread your fingers as wide as you can, taking them under your shoulders, your knees under hips, and tuck your toes behind the knees. We'll start with circling around. So the wrist is definitely fragile. So if anything shows up in the wrist, anything that doesn't feel right, don't do it. Making any adjustments, you can go slower, faster, go the other way. All right, turn the fingers away from each other. Let's lean side to side. And last one before we get into some work. Turn the fingers so that they're pointing towards the knees. If this doesn't feel right, again, don't do it. You can just have your fingers facing forward and leaning forward and back. Or if this is okay for you, begin to lean back. Maybe just slightly press down into the fingers, into the thumb. And maybe you're staying right here just as you are, or begin to bend those elbows. And as you do, begin to peel the palms up. We'll do this really slowly. So lift the bottom of the palms. The middle. Keep bending, and peel them back. There we go. So now that our wrists are warm up, let's begin to work into the core and the shoulders. So back in our tabletop, coming into our cat-cow. Inhale as you drop the belly, reach the heart forward, pull the hands and knees in towards each other. Exhale, draw the belly in, rounding, press your hands and knees away from each other. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale. Exhale. Go one more like this. Inhale. Exhale, holding your cat pose. So right here, this is really important to note. As you're in your cat, you're drawing the belly in and you're lifting up away from your mat. This is what you want to feel when you're getting into your crow pose. So really feeling it, draw the belly in, hands pressing down, and you're lifting up into those shoulders. Begin to soften the shoulders down. Have a neutral spine, the core is still engaged. Begin to lift the knees in. Bring the knee to heart and down. Right knee in and down. Alternate for 5. In. Go 4. In. Last 3. In. 2. And 1. You can keep practicing here or find your way to your plank pose, lifting those knees up. Alternating, bringing the left knee in first. Let's go in for 1 and back. Core in 2 and back. 3. Exhale, remember to breathe. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's start by bringing our right knee back into chest. So we want to bring the knee low, tap it down on your mat, and then scoop the knee in towards the heart. Exhale as you lift. Go down. Exhale up. For 5, 4, up, 3, up, 2, 1. Bring it down. So as you do this, again, as you're scooping in, that same as the cat, as you exhale, as you bring the knee in, that's what you want to feel when you're going into that crow pose. Let's do the other side. Here we go, bring the left knee in, tap it down. Remember, you exhale, fingers are spread, and up. Let's go for 5, 4, exhale 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Let's do 2 more things before we start to get into the crow shape. So finding your downward facing dog, again, fingers are spread wide. You want to make sure your biceps are spinning forward. So from here, if you see my elbows pointing out to the sides, okay, you want to turn. It comes from the shoulder, this movement, as the biceps turn to face forward. Okay, you should see that line. Every arm, every body is different. So some of you, it might be a little bit more inward. That's okay, but you want to do the action of scooping those arms in towards the front. In downward dog, take it back. So now I want you to feel that engagement of the core. Bend into the knees. Now first, kind of hop step towards the feet, or the feet towards the hands. Bring it back, hop step. So kind of feel that in the core, yourself bringing forward. Now I want you to either continue practicing your hop step or float the feet, bend the knees. Try it again, bring it back and float. And when you practice this, see if you can be so soft and so light with the landing of your feet down onto your mat, almost as if you're trying to slow down that landing. Try a few more. Feeling that resistance. Maybe go one more time. And back to down dog. Now Now from here, extend your right leg up to sky. Bring that right knee into chest and extend the leg. Next time when you do this, add a hop. Bring that right knee in, hop, in, hop, in, hop. Go for the left side, bring that left leg up, bring the knee in, and hop, in, hop. 2 more. 1. Let's get into our crow pose. Let's set up our foundation. Start getting into it by kneeling down, having your knees side by side, bringing your hands down to your mat. Start by taking a look at your fingers, your thumb. Press down into each finger, the thumb. Do that action of scooping those elbows in. Begin to lean forward. So bring those shoulders over the wrist, feel it. You want to make sure right here where the wrist and the forearm meet, make sure you're not really dumping into that area. You're pressing down almost as if your wrist is trying to lift up from the palm, up from the earth. So kind of like that cat in the shoulders where you went like this. So come up onto the toes. I want you to try and hug your hands in together. And by that I mean, say if you had a block of wood that you're holding each side of the wood and you're squeezing that wood in. You can't bring those hands together, the wood is in the way. So imagine you have that block of wood in between your hands. You're hugging them in, squeezing the wood. Draw the belly in, lift those knees, bring it up to the triceps. Now just like you're going into cow, feeling that floating, that scooping of the belly, hug the hands, and maybe lift 1 foot at a time. Play with that until you feel safe and comfortable with that. From there, if you want to try it, go for a float. Scoop the hands, belly in, you're scooping up, and you're holding, breathe. So remember that this is all for fun. This is all just play. In Sanskrit, there is a term, lila. It means to play with the soul. So if you can, you can. And if you can't, you can't. It's just for fun, and it's just being curious about the body, being curious about the play, about the lila. So when you're approaching your crow, just being curious about it. How do my wrists feel today? How do my shoulders feel? Can I feel that engagement, that energetic scooping into the core, into the body? And what is it like to lean forward? And what is it that I am leaning into? Just for fun, the play, lila. Thank you for playing with me. And if you have any questions, absolutely drop them below in the comments, message me. I'm here to chat, I'm here to help and support you. Namaste.